In 2 days, they're turning the weather machine on full max. And I want to have a cute outfit for that. Hello beauties, and welcome back to my corner of the internet. If you are new here, then my name is Mariah, also known as Live Life's Beauty, and I'm so glad that you have found me. And if you're a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for joining me again on another video. Please make sure that you are indeed subscribed. We are getting straight into it. In 2 days, I am going away. I'm going to City Splash. By the time you're watching this video, that should be well over with, because I do film my videos in advance. I'm having my first adult girls weekend and I'm so excited that I have no kids. Okay, mama's out. For the longest time, I already had in my mind what I wanted to wear for this outfit, what outfit I wanted to wear for this festival. I don't know if it's called a festival, event or whatever, but it's like a music event, so we'll call it an event. But I wanted to give like festival vibes. So my first original idea was this dress. I'll put it up on the screen, and then I realized that the dress doesn't come with the body, so it looks amazing on her, but I just don't think it's going to give that same effect on me. So I am sticking to my tried and true, which is a two-piece set. Now this is my fabric of choice for this outfit, and as you can see, it is very bright and it is very mesh. It's also very like fluffy, so a lot of this is coming off when I handle it. I've already prepared by taking up my rug and wearing something that I'm not too concerned about all of this being stuck to. Hopefully it will come off when I wash it, because I actually really like this dress. Hopefully I can get this outfit done today. I don't even want to jinx myself by really saying it out loud, because we know me guys, it might not be today. This may roll over till tomorrow, but I want to get at least the bulk of it done today. So my idea is to make some long flowy mesh trousers. I want them to be straight leg, not too skin tight but not too baggy, and then a nice top. I'm not too sure on the top, if I'm honest, because I don't just want it to be a basic t-shirt. I want it to have some kind of like design detailing to it, but I'm not quite sure, so we'll see how it goes. The weather is looking amazing. I think we're up to like 30 degrees, which in England 30 degrees is sweating. Okay, you will be sweating, which I love. So this is the perfect outfit. Now I am gonna wear something under this, guys. I'm gonna wear like a bodysuit or something, so do not worry. The girl's not that brave to just be in a mesh outfit with some bra and panties. No. But I'm gonna stop talking now and we're gonna get straight into it. So the pattern that I'm gonna use to construct this outfit is the New Look K6730. And I'm going to use their trousers and top. The trousers doesn't have a view. I don't know why. It doesn't say. But everything else has a view. So, yeah. We are going to go with the trouser legs in a size large. I cut these out in. And then we're going to go with the top in a size medium. Now, I'm not sure how these are going to fit me, because when I constructed this outfit first, this was like a year ago, so obviously my body has changed since then. I'm not sure how exactly the fit is going to be, but fingers crossed it is going to give me the fit that I like. I'm not going to do a mock-up, I know. And I'm going to try to do French seams, because I've heard that that is the best way to do this kind of outfit. However, because I'm not sure how it's going to fit, I'm not sure if I'm going to do French seams straight off the bat. I am a bit toying with the idea. Do I just make the whole thing inside out, or do I French seam as I go along and just hope for the best? I'm not sure, a bit scared. So with this pattern, I'm not doing it true to the pattern. I am going to add my own little tweaks here and there that I see, because I really love this ruche. It's not a ruche design, this knot design that is on this dress, and I'm gonna incorporate it on the trousers around my hip area. I think, if I remember correctly, I think these trousers do come up high-waisted on me, so I do think they come up to my stomach, so that little knot thing should be on my stomach, which I think will be a nice little cool design. of doing my own thing with these trousers. I'm just using this as like a guide, not an exact replica. I want the trousers to be more of a straight fit, whereas these are kind of coming in tapered. So I extended this line straight down from the crotch and from the end line, but I didn't think about that when I did the first one. So this is the back of the trousers and this is the front of the trousers. Now I'm not sure if this is pretty straight both sides, so I'm going to quickly sew up these trousers now and then I'm going to fit them. Or I may even do one leg, because you can do one leg, fit it and then do the other leg, so I might do that. For my birthday I was gifted these electric scissors, and they're not just for fabric, they're for like a multitude of stuff, but oh my goodness, what a game changer. Something like that before would be shifting on me so badly. I would be starting and stopping so much, and this just glided through it like butter. I'm so happy that I got these, so best purchase. A bit of a flap with the trousers. I've forgotten how to sew trousers, and they're the easiest thing. How I sew them usually is I pin the front leg to the back leg like this, and then I sew up the sides, and then I put one leg in the other, and then I sew up the crotch. But I want you to try a different way of sewing the two crotches together and then flipping it and sewing the sides together. But I don't know if when I do that the right legs will be on the right side, but it should be, because as long as you're doing it face to face. But I keep thinking that one side is going to be the front legs and then one side is going to be the two back legs, but my voice is going. I don't think that makes sense, because if you look on this one, I've sewed it a bit wonky, so the leg, one leg is shorter than the other leg by a lot. I'm not sure if I'm going to take this out and redo it. I might just leave it as it is, because I'm me and I'm lazy. And I sewed it at the crotch, right sides facing, and then I flipped it. The leg was the same leg. So because I want to do a detail on the side, I'm thinking I may do that way and then add the detail that I wanted to add in the side seams and then stitch it up. So I did just pin it all and unpinned it because I thought it was wrong. So I'm going to now repin the crotches right sides facing and sew it up. I'm just a bit hesitant to make mistakes on this because it is a mesh fabric, so if you pull out like seams and stuff, it is going to show. I haven't ended up doing French seams just because I wasn't sure about the fit, and now I'm just like, oh, leave it as it is. It's not too bad from the outside. When you put your leg in it, you can't really see the seams, so I think I'll be all right with not doing the French seams. The detail that the dress had on it was like a knot thing, and when I looked at the video of how the lady did it, she basically just got two pieces of fabric, looped them together and then pulled them. But I don't know, I think it's because it's not the same on both sides. This just doesn't look good. So I'm not very sure now what to do. She did kind of like pleat it a bit, but I don't know, it just doesn't look very good. Maybe I haven't made this wide enough. Maybe I need a wider piece of fabric. But it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. No, I don't like it. Okay, I don't like that. It just doesn't look that great to me. So I'm gonna leave that off for now. I'll have to figure out a way to get some design in the top, I think. So just as I'm at the final hurdle, my machine has started to play up. I've just got to sew up the last side of the pant leg and then the channel for the waistband, but my machine keeps bunching up at the bobbin. I've basically took it out, given it a little clean, and I've tried twice now to sew it, but it's still bunching up. It's basically not pulling the top thread all the way up and out, so it's just getting jammed at the last bit where you have to pull it out, so it's just creating knots inside it. So I'm just going to leave it for a bit. I'm going to have some food because I haven't had breakfast yet and it's coming up to 12 o'clock, so I'm going to do that and then we'll see if it decides to cooperate after I've had a bit of a break. Well, I've just finished the trousers and I'm not going to put them on and show you because I do plan to show you at the end the complete outfit. All really nice, and to be fair, they do look okay. What I will say is towards the end I was having trouble with my machine, and I found out that it was because the thread I was using was one of these and this was too loose. It didn't have the right tension to keep it snug, so it was basically being pulled through the machine baggy and causing a load of bunching. So even though this is the correct colour, I've had to switch to a different colour, and that's not so great because we are at the bit where it really mattered, and it was, well, it doesn't look like it matters now because you can't see anything, but it was visible, so I've had to do like black and a dark green stitching, so it's really not showing on camera. There we go, but the other colour would have been perfect, but I'm not gonna let it stress me. So what I'm going to do now is move on to the top. It's currently just turned 1 o'clock, so I do have a couple of hours. Fingers crossed we can get the outfit done. Now for the top, I'm not sure how I want the top to be. I know I could do like a basic t-shirt, but I think I want something a bit more fancy, but I'm just not sure what I want. So that's the problem, and because it's in a mesh, that's its own challenges because I'm not going to line it on the day. I'm just going to wear a basic tank top underneath it as the top. So I do have this t-shirt, which is also the same New Look pattern. What is it? New Look K730. And this is just a basic bodice t-shirt. So I'm a bit like, oh. So this is the basic shape of the top. Now, I've just laughed because I did say to myself, like, I am a lot bigger than I mentally think I am when I'm making clothes, and that's okay. So I cut out the medium, and that is fine. It does fit, and it is actually a little bit big. I don't like this top as it is. I don't like this top if it was to be a mesh top. It just doesn't look nice to me. So I'm going to try something. I don't know how it's going to turn out. We're just freestyling. I'm basically thinking to make one of those tops that connect under the boob, so have a bit of ruffling, I keep saying ruffling, it's not, ruching or gathering underneath the breast area, and then it kind of join this bit again. I might slip down here so that it's, you know, like those ones that are like 2 triangles. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a pin and pin just under my boobs. So if I just pin it like here and here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of cut so that it finishes under the armpit. So it's like a scoop and then a scoop. A bit hard to show you, but I've cut the top so it's kind of like this. This is the under bust bit, and then this is the bottom bit of the top that was cut off. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin these right sides facing and then sew along it. So it is currently now 2 o'clock, and this is where we're at with the top. Even though I cut it on the fold and sewed it back together, it is uneven. So one boob line is higher than the other boob line, and I don't love it. So I think what I'm going to do is try to make a basic simple top like what I've got on now. I think the only thing that I'm missing that this top really needs is like some piping or something. Like if I were to pipe the under breast areas with green, and just really make it pop, and that way have some decorative features on it. So because even though it is cut, it's just like blending into one. So I am gonna cut the back off and then discard this front bit because I just don't like it. I don't know what's going on out there. I'm probably just going to make a simple vest top and see how that goes. Can I knock that up in an hour? That is the test of all tests. I will let you know. Okay, so this is where I am with the top, and I'm actually very happy. I actually based it off of this tank top that I'm wearing, even though it's very ripped up. So it's looking good now. One thing I did do is make one side longer, so I'm thinking, do I attach this to be a where are you, halter neck top? So I'm thinking, do I attach it and make it an halter neck top, or do I just attach it with what I'm thinking and make sleeves? Or I could make it a off the shoulder top, so I might sew this back down to connect to here and then figure out something with this. But I'm not sure how it will work because I have already kind of curved this, but I can always kind of bring it down a bit, maybe give it a little effect. I cannot get over the fact of pajama vibes, but I am thinking once I have obviously hair, makeup, jewellery, that it won't look so pajama-y, even though it's very see-through. Nothing about it is giving pajamas. I think I just need the sun and the accessories and the face done, and then it will kind of come to life. But yeah, so I'm going to stop now because it is 3 o'clock. So I'm going to pack away everything, and then I'm going to commence the rest of this top tomorrow, and then I'll kind of have an idea of what it is I'm gonna do to the top. This seems to be the best way I can show you my outfit, so I hope when I go to edit this footage that it is as good to you as it looks to me. But this is the top. I just tucked under my undergarments. Now the one thing I did was I just carried on a strap on one side. So now when I look in the mirror in my living room, I don't like the outfit. When I look in the mirror in my kids' room, which has more sun, more light and more vibes, I like the outfit. Now the problem is this strap. Now I could make 2 straps and have it as a 2-strap top, or I could use this one strap and make it a halter neck top. I think it's called a halter neck or an alter neck. I'm sorry guys, I don't know the correct pronunciation. But I don't like alter neck tops. I feel like they make my shoulders look too broad, and I don't like my back being totally exposed. But for the summer season and the fact that the weather machine is on, I'm not too fussed about having my back this exposed. But I think I prefer one shoulder strap. So I think I'm going to sew this strap down to make a strap. And then I think I'm going to unpick this bias that I made. It's not bias, it's literally just folded in half because the bias is cut diagonal, and I didn't cut this diagonal. So I think I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to cut this down, and I'm going to make it a one shoulder top. I think it just fits the vibe more and looks a bit more fun and interesting to me. I was thinking of different ways that I could like add interest to the top. I think the only thing still ringing true would be piping, but I don't have any of that in this colour. I don't have anything to kind of jazz it up. I was thinking maybe to do some ruching on the sides or some kind of detail, but it just doesn't look good to me. And I think this is the best way that I'm liking the outfit when I look at it as a whole. And when I think about the vibes, it's really hard to picture because the outfit itself looks really boring and it's kind of giving me pajama vibes. But again, I'm just trying to think, like, imagine the hair, the makeup, the styling, because that really does make up a huge proportion of whether an outfit is basic or not. I think it's definitely how you style it, and I know that I will style it up really nice. So I'm happy. Again, with the top, I'm thinking, do I leave the top long so that I can make it like over the trousers, or do I cut it so that it is just a bit above the trousers, or do I just roll it up so it's like this and not cut it? But I think I need to cut it because it is sheer. Like, you want to see the sheerness of the top. I have finally finished. I'm going to show you the final reveal, all glammed up, and then we're going to move on to my final thoughts. I am back with my final thoughts. So I hope you enjoyed my little try on section. I'm just going to talk about some of my wins and fails with this outfit. So number one, I would say that my trousers for this outfit were too big. I did cut them out in the size large, and when I was trying them on, there was quite a lot of puckering at the back once I attached the elastic. So I definitely from now on will cut that down and use the size medium. And then with the top, I know you only see me adjust it once in order to make it a one shoulder strap, but oh my goodness, it took so much trial and error to cut that neckline down so it didn't look too weird. I definitely think I could have added an elastic, but because the material itself was quite stretchy, I just kept it as it was. Overall, I really enjoyed this outfit and I really loved the look of it, and I hope you did too. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts on my outfit down below, and do not forget to live life beauty, because life is beautiful and is out there waiting to be lived by you, and hopefully I will see you in another video. Bye.